So the first thing we'd like to do is figure out or to assess where people are when it comes to the online platforms. So that's what they call social media, the online platforms, you know, like, well, what I'm going to do is I'll ask you so that it doesn't feel like I've told you the answer. It's called an assessment. So, what online platforms are you aware of?
Facebook.
Right?
Twitter.
Twitter, yeah. Snapchat.
Okay, man, give other people a chance. Right? Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat.
Yeah, emails.
That's not a platform.
WhatsApp.
What's that?
Instagram.
Instagram. Look at that, you guys are very clever.
YouTube. Does YouTube count as a
Thank you. What's my young one's name? My millennial.
Neve?
Neve. Thank you, Neve. I don't know why people save YouTube to last, because it's the one that we're going to work on, but it's also like the main one. Any others that you're aware of?
There's all the Google things like Google.
Yeah, that's just
Google
but that's
Drive
just
and
Google.
all that.
Google Drive and Google Drive. That's just Google.
Yeah.
It's not like an online platform in itself. It's like an application.
Yeah.
Like anybody aware of LinkedIn?
Oh yeah.
All right, so LinkedIn, and pretty much, you know, you've already said Snapchat, but there's also Pinterest, right?
Oh yeah. I love Pinterest.
What do you love about Pinterest?
I just like looking at other people's ideas. I like seeing.
Ideas, but it's a picture site.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, they have like sections that say journaling, and then it's ideas that they want to put in their journals, like all pictures and things, and
Yeah.
I love it.
Now, these are the online platforms or social media platforms. So this is our new form of communication today, right? Is through these platforms. So when you choose not to actually know them, you're kind of like giving yourself a disservice. So what we like to do is we like to break it down. Who uses Facebook, and what do you think it's for?
Looking at other people, what they're up to. It's what I use it for. Nosing at
Did you
other
say the old people?
What? No, nosing at other people, what other people are up to. Seeing what friends are up to.
Yeah. Even if you don't want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people are tired of Facebook where it's like, dude, one more picture of food and I'm coming through the phone.
Yeah.
I don't.
One more picture of food, I'm coming through the phone.
I don't like those posts that people put. When you think someone's your real friend, and then they just leave it at that, so you get all the comments of, "What's wrong, Khan? Oh my God, are you okay?" And then they just comment back, "DM me." It's like, no.
Well, don't you
Direct
think,
message me.
Well, wait a minute. Don't you think it's best for someone to say to DM me? Do
But
you
why
want
put
your
that-
public? Do you want your?
Why put that status on then?
If you don't want the attention of other people, it's interesting, isn't it?
This is the reverse. A lot of people think that their friends are on Facebook, right? Because they're actually virtual friends, right? They're usually full of positivity because there's no thumbs down, there's only thumbs up, right? So, like in that fashion, is that what I what the illusion is that because you say I'm in a crisis today, and you get a lot of people go, oh, sad face emoji, right? Or thumbs up, or whatever. The point is, if somebody says DM me, that means that they respect their privacy and they realize this is just like being in a party. These are my friends. I don't need to share with you I broke up with my wife. Right? I don't need to share with you that my boyfriend's an idiot. Right? I need to probably put the call out because I'm not going to walk down the street like I used to. And you're supposed to DM me, or you're supposed to private message me. You're supposed to say, oh, I saw your call for attention. Support.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to private message you. What I can't stand is people start, putting, oh, you should do this, oh, you should get rid of him, and it's like, what am I on here? Because I've looked at it once, now I'm dragged in like a chemtrail. I'm dragged into the conversation ad nauseum as it goes on and on and on. I only tried to tell you I'm having a party, and now 100 people want to respond in all different kind of ways. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a pretentious family share site. Now, what is interesting is when I did this online awareness with young people in schools, They say they can't stand Facebook. That's their parents' universe.
Oh
Yeah?
gosh, my granddad's on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
He's-
They talk just like that. And in that aspect is what they have done is they've gone to escape to Instagram. How many are on Instagram? Only the millennial myself. Who knows what Instagram is?
I've heard it, but I don't
Explain it,
understand.
millennial.
You share photographs. So you can take a picture and you can write a caption. It could be like a quote, it could be a description, it could be like, like a real sort of like, this is part of my journey and I can't believe that, this time last year I was here and I was doing these things,
Because you're explaining the photo that you put on. You get
Yeah.
a chance to do that. But you can't actually post without a photo.
Can anybody answer you?
Yeah.
Right.
People can comment on your...
They can comment on your photo. They can also put a heart. I like your photo.
So with the WhatsApp, you can do exactly the same thing as this lady described, but you can do with the text as well. Whereas what you're saying is,
You also could FaceTime on
with
WhatsApp
the
as well.
Instagram, it's purely photos.
Now, Instagram is trying to compete, right? So now Instagram, first they started allowing you to do less than 1 minute videos, and now you can do longer videos. So now Instagram is kind of like a new version of YouTube, but it's very complicated. You know what I mean? So you can do videos now besides just photos. That's only just happened like this year.
Instagram story.
IGTV?
Oh God, I haven't actually used it yet.
Yeah, I know, but that's what's for. For longer videos.
Okay.
Not many people have.
It's
So,
not-
I'm not going over your head. I'm not going over your head. We're trying to be simplified.
Yeah, no,
WhatsApp. So you mentioned WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is our new digital telephone.
Is that a different version of Messenger?
Yes, it's a different version of Facebook Messenger, but it does the same thing, except for the fact that you sign up with WhatsApp with your phone number. You don't sign up to Facebook with your phone number. Sign up to Facebook with your email, but WhatsApp is like a phone. So because your phone and device and WhatsApp is on it, the idea is that now I've given the universe or the cloud my number.
that
You
cloud.
have access to my number cloud, right? And but you can FaceTime, you can send messages and all that other kind of stuff. But pretty much it's like if I want to call Briggs or Harry, I'm gonna call them on WhatsApp. I'm pretty sure the American phone companies hate this whole new technology. I can't. A friend of mine just went to America this week, and he was asking people what phone plan he should have. And I'm like, phone plan? I mean, even though I'm on EE and you guys probably on EE, because you got to have a phone for your device, but people don't use a phone for a phone anymore. How many of you actually call people or get called?
Usually the bank or something like
You
that.
call people?
Yeah. Well, when you say people, when you say people,
Yeah,
my
just
mum
anyone. I mean, you call people. Yeah.
or my nan.
Yeah.
So would you
I mean,
call
but you
somebody
call
on
instead of
WhatsApp?
text. That's good.
Yeah.
Would you call somebody through WhatsApp?
You can.
I know you can.
What's great about it is because I'm American, as you hear in my voice, right? I'm from New York. My family's all back there, but I've been here 17 years, so But that's the perfect form of communication because it's free.
A message on WhatsApp, but I've
No
never
problem.
called anybody on
I
WhatsApp.
call my dad on WhatsApp.
No, man. It's like FaceTime. You know what I mean? You can call WhatsApp or you could, FaceTime as well. But I mean, like, yeah, it's a mad cost saver. It doesn't cost you anything, right? Am I right? Doesn't cost
But
you
if
anything.
you're in a contract, my phone possibly isn't costing me anything. I've got a limit.
Yeah, I know. Somehow the phone company still charge you £30 a month. But that's for the use of the device. That's for the access to the apps. Remember, most of those apps are built into your phone already. When you buy your phone and purchase your phone, it already comes in with all these apps already. Well, I mean, that's because they got to find some way of maximizing. Mainly advertisers pay for everything, as opposed to the consumers. We, the consumers, will buy everything that the advertisers are paying for. It's kind of like Saturday night takeaway. Twitter, how many on Twitter? Okay, millennial, you're on everything, right? That's
Pretty
all good.
much.
Nobody's on Twitter?
I don't
I don't
understand it.
understand it. I am on it.
I don't understand it.
Okay, so in short, Twitter is kind of like the illusion of Twitter is I could be friends with The Rock. Right? You know who The Rock is?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You know, celebrities use Twitter.
I didn't know you were
A
I don't know,
restaurant.
man. You know, like
The
big Hawaiian
restaurant.
Samoan. He was like in the
Johnson.
new movie Skyscraper, or you know,
He was a
or he got the
wrestler.
eyebrow.
He's a wrestler.
A wrestler.
Jumanji, yeah.
Jumanji.
I didn't know.
But he's America's superstar. But anyway, the point is, the celebrities go on Twitter. And Twitter, you know, is basically used for links. So like, if you want people to know anything in particular about something, right? You know, like, oh, this trailer is coming out, I'll send you a link. Or, you know, I need to find some information, you know, be my Encyclopedia Britannica, right? I'll send you a link. You know, everybody say, yeah, I'll send you a link. All of those little letter characters that don't make any sense, they usually connect like a hyperlink to something else and everything.
But you get a
but
character
mainly,
limit.
I think mainly it's like celebrity watch. You know, it's mainly if you want to find out, you know, what they're doing, where they're going, and they want to give you the illusion of showing you their personal lives. You know, that's what I mean. If I'm friends with The Rock, that's all good. You know, you might add me on your Twitter because, hey, he knows The Rock. You know what I
You
mean?
don't really know The Rock.
I don't know rock and roll.
Yeah.
I'm just a fan like you.
But you get a character limit on Twitter. You can
What?
only use so many
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah, exactly. So what it is that because think about it like short news, right? You know, it's, unfortunately, not fake news, short news. This is our news to the world is Twitter, right? So all the information comes through links and everything. But just as Neve, just as she said, is the fact that it only has like 128 characters or something.
It used to be 140, and that's gone up to 200 and something.
Yeah. So what that means is they want you to control what you're saying, you know, limit so that way you don't talk ad nauseum, right? Because people just go down Twitter like this. Right? You know, the link is a speed bump. And your comment is like, okay. You know, so it's only maybe about 6-10 sentences.
Yeah, I
whatever.
think there should be more delete buttons on a phone or computer.
Delete buttons, just don't watch. There's don't read, just pass it by.
because, you know,
Swipe left.
That's,
And I agree, what happens is the society now, because we're so media hungry, right? We're like Pac-Man, chomp, 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 right? We need it now, we need it fast. And so what happens is that means as fast as our thoughts are, sometimes they go out too fast, like you just said, you know? But then again, is because people are clever to know that they can get caught up in that. And so what they do is they create spam accounts.
yeah.
Kids do it all the time, right? Because look, my grandpa's on Facebook, so I have a spam account on Facebook. Look, Mom, look, I'm at a party, it's great, right? But their real account is who got the wine, who got the, you know, Lamborghini, what's happening, right? So in that aspect is that young people know how to control it. But you know that's the whole thing. Is that you're right? Some people talk too fast. There's a lot of trolling, but we're going to get into that in a second. I'll just say from LinkedIn is LinkedIn for business, right? You know, so a lot of small business owners, social entrepreneurs, pioneers, sometimes pretend big businesses are on LinkedIn. But what they do is that this is their universe of being able to let people know their successes. Really, rarely their failures. You don't want to be like, oh yeah, this thing didn't happen, bad. And then all of a sudden, oh, delete. I'm not down with bad news, buddy. Right? I want to know you have an event. I want to know the event went good. It's not a picture site, thankfully, right? It's more of a text site, as well as a link site, meaning that, you know, it's just to put information about what my business does, why you should be involved with me, can you help me, can you support me, right? I can support you, right? So, like now, you know, you got business groups on there where it's kind of like, we used to network, we had to go to places, now we network online. You know, sometimes that could be a bad thing because like you get people in that need and they like feel, oh, there's some bank over there or there's a, you know, a property developer over there and they're going to really go ad nauseum and stuff. But they'll do that on a, like say a group site, but they wouldn't do that on LinkedIn. So on LinkedIn would just be kind of like, this is promotional, this is me, right? This is what I do. Ain't that great?
So if I wanted to advertise a group would that be the best place to do it?
What kind of group?
Well, we're thinking of setting up some type of mental health fellowship group.
And you want to advertise it on LinkedIn?
Well, I don't know where I'd advertise it.
You can have a Facebook group, couldn't you? You can have
Yeah, you can have a, you can have a,
Twitter?
Pardon?
Twitter?
what you would do is, it depends on what you're doing, like if it's just a group that meets,
Yeah.
right? Then on more of a social and support kind of thing, Facebook would be your best bet, right? If you had actual content of those meetings or something that people needed to know, this is where you would probably build an online platform where you'll have like a YouTube channel or you will have an Instagram where it's like, hey, look at us, we're all hanging out together, we're having fun. You know, so that's what the whole thing is.
Yeah.
Some people, you know, it's not a judgment, but it's kind of like if you're in a business or a group and all that kind of stuff, you want to have a full platform. You know, you probably seen it, where it's like, you know, you got all those little icons on the bottom, this is me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and all that kind of stuff. You know, but the main thing that you have to do is be the same name. So whatever your group is, you can't be, I'm Bobby, and then this is a group, you know, this is a support group, and then this is my Twitter thing, because that gets very confusing.
Yeah.
When people can't find you, they stop looking.
Yeah.
Yeah? I come up with some good ones. What was the one I came up with?
I can't remember, but it wasn't.
I can't remember either now. You know, I was gonna say it, I'll take it. Oh man. So those are the platforms, but YouTube is our main one, right? That we're gonna be dealing with during this course, right? Which is why I tried to get us onto the YouTube page. But so we see in the necessity now, everybody has an understanding about the online platforms, right? The idea also too is as far as none of these really are dark web type stuff except for Snapchat.
Oh God.
See, the millennial will tell you. Tell them why it's the dark web type stuff there, Snapchat.
Yeah.
Okay, don't tell them. All right, you don't want to prove yourself. Pretty much, you know, the kids are on Snapchat, right? Which is unfortunate, but it's not a dating site. But it allows people to do like funny, stupid faces, you know, what is it called, masquerade or MSQRD.
Yeah.
And they think that's cute, but then it also is like, hey, it gets a little
Yeah.
bit lascivious, right? And so you can kind of like stepping into the Snapchat universe is kind of like stepping into quicksand. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Exactly where am I? And you can sink pretty fast, which is why I avoid it. But
Literally, the only reason I use it is because
because your friends use it.
I've got friends on it, and the young people where I work at the cinema I volunteer at, they have like a group chat on Snapchat. That's literally the only reason I use it.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
Well, yeah, because mainly you don't want to be left out.
Mm.
You know, and that's why I'm trying to say when the young people that say they're on it. You know, what happens is like, you know, they feel, oh, I'm going to be left out if I don't have a Snapchat profile. You know, or if I'm going to go on my big sister's Snapchat profile or whatever, or something like that. But yeah, that's mainly what they don't want to do is feel left out. Because again, like I said, think about it like Ferris Bueller. You know, you move kind of fast, and if you're not looking, you can miss it. I like one of those quotes.
Are you able to control who has access to whatever you post on either of those things? Any of
Your
those?
On
settings.
Facebook is the only one really.
So every,
And YouTube.
all right, but the others anyone can really look into whatever it is you're.
Yeah, unfortunately, you stepped in the door, you've opened the door, and you've opened people up to your world, especially Instagram.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, the control you have is what you put on it.
Right.
So it's not like accidental things will show up on your Instagram. You have to post, and it's very complicated. I really don't like it. So they want to make sure you want to put that picture on. Yeah? And you want it to go out to the universe. So that's you are in charge of your own destiny. But Facebook has privacy settings where again you can block and you can set for only particular type of people that you want to view your stuff. Because a lot of people were worried about that. You know, it's like I put something out there on Facebook and then everybody knows and stuff like that. But what will happen is you got your own privacy settings, and that's what people don't kind of like tend to realize. They just set up an account. You know, and then now me, I don't care. I probably should care, but you know.